angle, it's Ayushi Sharma. We'll have a look at our top stories, but as usual, we'll begin with headlines. Australia passes new media law, makes Google, Facebook pay for news. PM Modi addresses election rallies in Tamil Nadu, launches key development projects in Puducherry, joins BJP public meeting. Transporters Association calls for Bharat Bandh tomorrow over rising fuel prices, commercial markets to remain shut. Discussion on Rajasthan's budget begins in Vidhan Sabha at 11 am. CM to reply on discussion on March 3. Amid tussle with Facebook, Australia passes a new landmark law that will make tech companies like Google and Facebook to pay for the news content. Facebook had earlier cut off news in Australia amid tense negotiations with the government. The new code makes Australia the first country where a government arbitrator will set the rates which the tech giants have to pay. Tech giant Google will now have to pay for news content that appears on its showcase, and Facebook is expected to pay providers who appear on its news product. The passage of the code developed after extensive analysis from Australia's antitrust regulator and almost 3 years of public consultation. This may offer encouragement to countries such as Britain and Canada, which are planning similar laws. There's a good news for countries desperate to end lockdowns and reopening economies that the first big real-world study of the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine showed some great results, and the shot is highly effective in preventing COVID-19. The research in Israel, 2 months into one of the world's fastest rollouts, providing a rich source of data, showed 2 doses of the Pfizer shot can cut symptomatic COVID-19 cases by 94% across all age groups and severe illnesses. The study also suggests the vaccine developed by US drug maker Pfizer and Germany's BioNTech is effective against the coronavirus variant first identified in the UK. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated and led the foundation stone of various key development projects in Puducherry. He inaugurated the projects at the Jawaharlal Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research in the UT. He also led the foundation stone of multiple infrastructure projects worth over Rs 12,400 crores in Tamil Nadu's Coimbatore at around 4 pm. Meanwhile, Union Home Minister Amit Shah is on a visit to Polband, Assam to inaugurate the construction works of development and beautification projects of Butarwa Than. He also addressed 2 rallies in the state. Ahead of assembly polls in West Bengal today, the BJP launches the election manifesto naming Loko Sonar Bangla crowdfunding campaign. The BJP and ruling Trinamool Congress, headed by Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, are spearheading intense election campaign in West Bengal. Whereas the Saffron Party, BJP also trying its best to capture the state in which it has never ruled. Party's National President Nadda arrived in Kolkata last night and addressed a public rally. Elections to the 294-member assembly are due in April and May. Meanwhile, actor Payal Sarkar also joined BJP in the presence of party chief JP Natta. Amid the rising number of COVID-19 cases in the state, Punjab government has decided to put a cap on indoor gatherings to 100 and outdoor gatherings to 200 from March 1. The decision has been taken in view of rising COVID-19 cases. Apprising the Chief Minister's directions, DGP Dinkar Gupta said instructions have been issued to field officers to strictly impose restrictions. While directing increased testing, Captain Amrinder ordered mandatory testing of 15 contacts per positive, with monitoring to be done by CPTOs and review to be taken by Health Department. The Chief Minister also took stock of the vaccination status, underlying the need to carry out an IEC campaign to promote 100% coverage of healthcare and frontline workers. Equity benchmark Sensex rallied over 500 points in the opening session on Thursday. The 30-share BSE index was trading at 528.28 points or 1.04% higher at 51,309.97. Similarly, the broader NSE Nifty 50 was quoting 161.45 points or 1.08% up at 15,143.45. Axis Bank was among the top gainer in the Sensex pack, rising around 3%, followed by IndusInd Bank, Axis Bank, ONGC, Kotak Bank, SBI, HDFC Bank, Reliance Industries and Infosys. On the other hand, Nestle India, Asian Paints, HUL and Tech Mahindra were among the laggards. With fuel rates reaching new highs in India, the Confederation of All India Traders has called for Bharat Bandh on Friday. CAT has decided to hold a chakka jam in several parts of the country. The protesters want the centre to review the GST regime and simplify the tax slabs in India. The protesters also want the centre to scrap the e-way bill laws, a permit that transport needs to carry during the transportation of goods from one place to another. The All India Transport Welfare Association and nearly 40,000 trade associations have supported the CAT's call for Bharat Bandh. Discussion on the budget, which was announced yesterday by Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, begins in Rajasthan Legislative Assembly from today. As the session began, the report of the Work Advisory Committee (BAC) was laid on the budget table, and the impact of the ongoing letter dispute in the BJP was clearly visible in the assembly during the budget hour discussion. During the budget session's debate, 5 legislations were placed in the assembly, which were Compulsory Registration of Rajasthan Marriage Amendment Bill 2021, Rajasthan Panchayati Raj Amendment Bill 2021, Registration Rajasthan Amendment Bill 2021, Rajasthan Municipality Amendment Bill 2021, and Rajasthan Laws Amendment Bill 2021, and they were all passed later on. The discussion was over. On March 4, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot will respond to the budget debate. Well, that's a wrap with me. In case you like this video, don't forget to subscribe our channel, The Angle. Also like, share and comment. Thanks for watching.